Hello everyone and welcome to this showcase session. My name is Hal, and as usual in this series we're going to edit a photo from start to finish using the modules that we've learned in the Darktable from A to Z series. We're going to do something different this time. Instead of using one of my photos, I'm using this photo that I downloaded from a free raw photos website. I will leave the details in the description below, and the reason I did that is that there was a request to allow you to download the photo and go through the steps at your own pace to see if you can achieve the same results, or hopefully better. So let's crack on. So what is the first thing that I would like to do in here? Well, it's a nice photo. I'm going to first see if I would want to crop. The sky is not very interesting. We're going to try to enhance it maybe if we can later, but I don't think we need it all. I think I would like to concentrate on the skater. How much do we need of anything else? I think this. Do we need this detail here? Let's see. No, I don't think we need that many details. I think it was distracting from the main subject. Alright, next. White balance. Let's go to color calibration and what shall we do? Let's try one of the automatic ones, AI, and see what that does. Yeah, it looks good. The colors pop up more. Okay, let's try to fix the exposure a bit. Is that too much? We can always go back and fix it. Yeah, I'm quite sure we're gonna come back to it, but let's leave it for now. Okay, tone equalizer. Do something I usually don't, but I always talk about it, and so let's try it this time. I'm going to go to the presets and try one of them. I think a soft contrast would be good. Let's see. And then we can edit it manually if we want to. No, it actually does a good job by itself. Do we want to work on the tone of any other parts of the image? I would like to maybe work on the road a bit more. Let's see if we can change that. So I'll create a new tone equalizer instance, and this time I'm going to do it all manually. Again, all of those modules have been discussed at length in the Darktable from A to Z series, so if there's anything you would like to brush on or learn, you can just look it up in that series. Okay, and then I'm going to use a drone mask. Let's see. Oh, it's just a what happened here? Clicked once too many. Alright, that looks okay. We'll change the mask later after we see what we want to do. And maybe a little bit darker shadows on the road. Yeah. Let's feather it a bit. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Bit lighter as well. I'm not sure I want to do that on the girl as well, though. Should we try to take her out of this mask, or should we try to brighten her in another module or another instance? I think I'm going to do another instance with the girl. It gives us a bit more control. Try the automatic ones to see. Okay, it's probably good enough. And let's use the brush. Try to follow the edges as well as I can, and then we'll try to fix everything with the feathering so that the whole of the girl is selected. Okay, let's hide the actual shape and show the mask, and then going to increase the feathering radius and a bit the mask contrast. Too much. Okay, let's see how that works. How does that look? Okay. That works. Next, let's see if we can use the local contrast and if it has any positive effect. It does. It's a bit too much. Do I need to change whether do we need to change the effect in details, highlights and shadows separately? Not sure. No, I think it's maybe a bit less in the highlights. Let's see. Okay. A bit less detail maybe. Okay. Gonna go back now to the exposure and see if we need all of that. Drop it back to 1.5. think it was a little bit too, well, it wasn't overexposed, but it was too bright. Okay, let's move to color calibration. I'm going to create a new instance, make sure that the adaptation is set to bypass to avoid having two modules working on white balance. Then what do we need to do? I think a little bit more red could make these stones pop. And maybe green. Let's see. Red. And add a little bit more red. Yeah, does help. What about in the green? Okay, that works. We're going to work more on the color and the color balance module, so let's leave it at this. Color balance. What do we need to do here? Let's just try the auto optimizers and see what they do, and we'll take it from there. They rarely ever work for me. Ah, there you go. Okay, reset that. That's, and the colors. No, took all of the pop away. Well, okay, reset. That doesn't work. We have to do everything manually, and that's how it should be. Okay, can maybe, I'm gonna leave the highlights, gonna darken the shadows a bit and push up the midtones. What does that give? It's subtle, but it's there. What about the colors? What would work? Can try a few things. There's green and red. The sky is just milky. It's not a big part of the photo, so let's try some in the highlights to put some red, orangey red. And in the shadows I'm going to try greenish blue. Way too much. Maybe yellowish green to change the color a bit of the trees. Give it a little bit of a polarizer effect. Okay, how does that now look? Yeah, like that. Do we need more saturation? Let's see. I'll just type in 110. Okay, how does that work now? Oh, it looks good. Anything else do we need to do in here? Maybe I would like to darken this part still. Doesn't add much to the photo and it's a little bit distracting. Let's see. And another one of those. of this. Too much. That'll do. Create a mask. Let's see how that works. I'm using the mouse wheel. Well, of course, I changed the feathering, and that makes it quite obvious. I'm going to restore that a bit. Let's see. And then let's see. Yeah, I think that's much better. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm wondering whether I want to just highlight the skater or a portion here of the road. We can try that. Is that the... Oh, that's the road. That's the skater. Going to disable that one. Duplicate it and reset everything. Fix the mask. Then I'm going to add a shape, haphazard a bit, and see what works. Let's see. That, of course, is way too much. That's I don't want to play with that anymore. I'm going to lower the opacity until I see something I like. Okay, I think the shape is let's see. Okay, still a little bit obvious and not what I had in mind. Let's take this down to 40%. Okay, that looks better. Well, I can see that this one is still on. That doesn't help. We don't need them both. Yeah, I think I prefer this to just lighting her. Gonna keep it like this. Let's compress the history stack, and there you have it. Before and after. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have any remarks or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.